So in this lecture, we will be talking about contour integration, that is integration around semicircular contour. In the before part or in the earlier part of this topic, contour integration, we have discussed the contour integration around a unit circle. So when I say that the circle is a unit circle, it is obviously fixed that the equation will of the circle will be mod z equal to 1. When I say that it is mod z equal to 1, it represents the circle with center at origin and radius equal to 1. But now here, instead of full complete circle or one complete rotation where the integration limits were 0 to 2 pi, here I will be talking only about the semicircular contour. Semicircle means half of the given circle, right? So there we had defined the given question as the question containing rational algebraic function of theta and limits of integration were 0 to 2 pi. In this particular example, we will be having the limits of integration as minus infinity to infinity. Sorry. We will be having the limits of integration as minus infinity to infinity, and integrand will be the term of x. Now why it is so, we will be talking very soon. So here we have the integral of the type minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, where this f of x will be phi of x upon psi of x, which is a rational algebraic function, and denominator has degree at least greater by 2 than the degree of numerator. So here degree of numerator will be less than the degree of denominator by at least 2. ठीक है, जैसे for partial fraction it is only expected that degree of numerator should be less than the degree of denominator, but here the condition is degree should be less, but that should be at least by 2, or degree of denominator, in other words I can say that should be greater by 2 than the numerator. So here we consider the closed circle integration over the closed circle f of z. See, in the earlier case also we know that we do not have provision to solve the example related to theta. We have the provision only for function of z as the answer, right? So in that particular example of unit circle, limits were 0 to 2 pi, so I calculated the poles appropriately by the proper interpretation and then try to find whether the poles will lie inside or outside. And theta के लिए substitution था, for cos theta it was 1 by 2 into z plus 1 by z, for sin theta it was 1 upon 2i into z minus 1 by z. Similarly for cos theta it was 1 upon 2i into z minus 1 by z. Here the integration will appear in the form minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. I have no provision to solve the function of complex variable in such kind. I have only the option available that we have to convert this integrand into z anyhow and then try to apply Cauchy residue theorem. So third point of Cauchy residue theorem, as discussed earlier many times, it is usually used for particularly contour integration, that is contour integration around unit circle and contour integration around semicircular contour. So here what you have to see, you have to see that limits of integration should be minus infinity to infinity and question should appear in form of x. How should be the how should be this f of x? F of x should be the rational algebraic function, degree of numerator should be less than degree of denominator by at least 2. Then this closed curve, see, anyhow the question of this f of x cannot be simplified unless it is convertible to z. So what I do, I consider this integration around closed curve C f of z dz, where C is divided into two portions. How it is divided into two portions? See, I took this semicircle right now. I told you this is a semicircular contour. So over this real axis from minus r to r, I will trace this integration to take this integral region completely. I will have it into two parts. One part will be this real axis which is varying from minus r to r, and other portion will be this curve. This curve is usually called as the semicircular contour. So our this integral over closed curve C, f of z dz, where C is the circle which consists of real axis minus r to r and semicircle, this curve portion CR, where mod z is equal to r, whatever will be the radius of that, which is usually taken as large. And what restriction it should follow? It should follow the restrictions as f of z is analytic in upper half plane only, except at finite number of poles, and it has no poles on the real axis. So accordingly, whenever I take this semicircular contour, this is a part of real axis which is moving from minus r to r. This is the semicircle CR, where mod z is equal to r. What is this r? R is a large radius, where it should follow the restrictions that poles should lie in the upper half plane only, and it has no poles on the real axis. That means whatever will be the poles, in short, for our understanding, those poles will be simply lying on this particular y axis only. Upper half plane means y axis, because ये जो रियल एक्सिस है इस पर भी पोल्स नहीं होना है अपने को. दैट मीन्स अपर हाफ प्लेन में लाई करने वाले पोल्स यानी पॉजिटिव पोल्स ऑफ वाई एक्सिस. नेगेटिव वाई एक्सिस वाले भी पोल नहीं लेना है, बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग दैट पर्टिकुलर रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑफ अपर हाफ प्लेन. सो this closed curve C, integral over closed curve C, f of z dz, is written as minus r to r f of x dx. Now you will say minus r to r, why I have not written f of z dz? See, for a complex number z is equal to xy, what is the real part of this? Real part of this is x. So along a real axis, z is nothing but your x. Along the real imaginary axis, what is z? It is y. So real axis mein imaginary part is 0. Therefore, along a real axis, z is nothing but your x. Therefore, f of z becomes f of x. dz become dx. So one part of this closed curve C is part of real axis moving from minus r to r, and other part of this axis is the semicircular contour, where it is CR having large radius. So it is integration over CR f of z dz. I hope this point is clear to everybody. Along the real axis, y it is converted to x, and this will be our original question. See, what I do, large radius means I will tend r to infinity. So what will become? These limits minus r to r, these limits will become minus infinity to infinity. And in such case, for a large radius, this particular term vanishes or it tends to 0. Hence, by Cauchy residue theorem, I know that integral over closed curve C f of z dz will be 2 pi I into sum of the residues at poles within C. But what is this f of z? This f of z is written into two portions, minus r to r f of x dx plus cr f of z dz, which will be equal to ultimately 2 pi I into sum of the residues. But taking limit as r tending to infinity, this is converted to minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. This integral always vanishes to 0, because for very large radius the value of the function will be equal to 0. Therefore, our original question is only left with 2 pi I into sum of the residues at poles within C. Is this point clear? Any difficulty up till now? बोलिए जल्दी से. Is the theory part or explanation part okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no difficulty. Understood that why we are converting it to z, why the original question is given in the form of x, then consideration of the closed curve C in terms of z is converted to x, plus second bracket, second term. One term is from real axis minus r to r, other term is a semicircular contour. But when I take that large radius tending to infinity, our one limit of integration becomes minus infinity to infinity, other term tends to 0. That means ultimately whatever question is given, it will be evaluated by calculation of the poles, and then we apply Cauchy residue theorem. If this is clear, we can switch over to the examples. Is it okay? Everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Girls? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, finally, I will write this initial question in terms of Z and then try to simplify and get the answer. Is it fine? So, therefore, we now take one of the example. See, property of definite integral will also be applicable again if the limits are not minus infinity to infinity. If the limits are 0 to infinity, I want the condition that minus infinity to infinity should be the limit. Then what is this written as? It is written as 2 times 0 to infinity. So that question will become half times 0 to infinity, provided the function is even function. So whenever a square function or to the power 4 function is there, it is obviously treated as even function. So whenever you have the poles f of z is equal to x and second integral tends to 0, then what will be treated as? That function will be treated as even function. So evaluate integral, evaluate integral minus infinity to infinity x square upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx using contour integration. Let f of z is equal to z square upon z square plus 1 into z square plus 4. Whatever is the given question, we try to convert it in the form of z. Take the assumption as f of z is equal to z square upon z square plus 1 into z square plus 4. Call it as equation number 1. Likewise, in the earlier example, we always used to write that take the unit circle mod z is equal to 1, z is equal to e to the power I theta, d theta is 1 upon iz dz, cos theta is 1 by 2 into z plus 1 by z. Similarly, whatever integral you have written in the form of z, after that you have to write certain sentences. What are those sentences? Consider the integration of f of z along a closed contour C having real axis from minus r to r and semicircle CR where it is mod z equal to r of radius r tend to infinity in upper half plane. See, every time did not have to draw this particular figure, but it is real axis minus r to r and this semicircular contour which is called as CR, which is mod z equal to r. So integral over closed curve C f of z dz is integral minus r to r f of z dz plus integral cr f of z dz. Here I will tend r to infinity. So this particular question or example becomes minus infinity to infinity along real axis z is equal to x and second integral tends to 0. Therefore, x square upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 4, which is our original function. Now, whenever you get the term in the form of z, we can easily simplify and get the answer. Now, here is the condition fulfilled that degree of numerator should be less than degree of denominator at least by 2. Z square into z square will be degree 4 and this will be degree 2. So, obviously, there is a difference of how much value? Value 2. So automatically the condition is fulfilled in this also. So f of z is equal to z square upon z square plus 1 into z square plus 4. What are the poles given by? Poles of this f of z are given by denominator tending to 0 or denominator equating to 0. So whenever you have the pole f of z equal to 0, z square is equal to minus 1, z is equal to under root of minus 1, so that is equal to z is equal to plus minus I. Similarly, z square is equal to minus 4, and that will be plus minus 2I. So what are our poles? Our poles are z is equal to plus minus I and z is equal to plus minus 2I. How to interpret this? I told you z is equal to plus minus I means z is equal to 0 plus minus I. Means what is the coefficient or coordinate? Coordinates are 0 plus minus 1. Now where in a unit circle 0 plus minus 1 will lie? If I draw the circle 0 plus minus 1, 0 comma 1 will lie here, 0 comma minus 1 will lie here, but our condition for contour integration is it should be in the upper half plane, because we are not having this particular portion, right? We are having only this upper half plane, so I will neglect the negative coordinate. So out of these two, z is equal to plus minus I and z is equal to plus minus 2I. The simple poles z is equal to I and z is equal to 2I will only lie in the upper half plane. Therefore, residue at simple pole z is equal to I is given by, इसको फैक्टराइज कर लीजिए, इसको सॉल्व कर लो, पावर 4 वाला एक्सप्रेशन बनेगा. टेक द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दैट. व्हाट विल बी द एक्सप्रेशन? z टू द पावर 4 प्लस 5z स्क्वेयर प्लस 4, ऐसा कुछ बनेगा. उसका डेरिवेटिव क्या रहेगा? 4z क्यूब प्लस 10z, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस टर्म which is in the denominator. So we have put the value as z is equal to I. आपको ये आंसर मिलेगा. Put the value as z is equal to 2I. ये आंसर मिलेगा. Calculation you can see on your own. Sum of the residues multiplied by 2 pi I. Answer is pi by 3. But ये pi by 3 किसका आंसर मिला है? Integral over closed curve C f of z dz. But what was this actually? This f of z dz was the original question. So ultimately we have calculated the value of original question. Integral minus infinity to infinity x square upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx as pi by 3. Any doubt? Is it clear to everybody?
थोड़ा ऊपर का दिखा,
कौन सा वाला?
थोड़ा सा ऊपर.
सम ऑफ द रेसिड्यूज के और ऊपर, ईच रेसिड्यू.
रेसिड्यू एट सिंपल पोल के नीचे.
2i वाला या i वाला?
z स्क्वायर अपॉन 4z क्यूब.
हाँ, ये क्वाड्रेट, ये बाय क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन पता चल गया ना. है ओपन द ब्रैकेट, so it becomes z to the power 4 plus 5z square plus 4. Derivative of this term will be 4z cube plus 10z. Put z is equal to I. न्यूमरेटर में z का वैल्यू I square कितना होता है? -1. What is z cube? Z cube will be I cube. I cube कितना होता है बेटा? I square into I. ओके. व्हाट इज आई स्क्वायर? -1, यानी आई क्यूब का वैल्यू कितना बनता है? -i. देयरफॉर व्हाट वैल्यू ऑफ z 4z क्यूब एट z इक्वल टू i बिकम्स -4i. और ये आपका 10i. 10i minus 4i is 6i. क्लियर? Similarly, here also we try to find out the value. Sum of the residues, add them together, then multiplied by 2 pi. Finished? Can we move ahead?
यस सर.
Okay. Note it down, everybody. I hope you have this. Is it okay? Evaluate integral 0 to infinity dx upon 1 plus x square whole square by contour integration. See, there is nothing in the numerator. कुछ नहीं है, यानी क्या है? 1 है. 1 can be written as x to the power 0. So what is the difference of degree between the numerator and denominator? 2 minus 0 is 2. So that condition is fulfilled. But as I told you here, limits of integration क्या होना चाहिए? Limits of integration should be minus infinity to infinity, but here it is 0 to infinity. So what is the property? Minus infinity to infinity is 2 times 0 to infinity, provided the function is an even function. Now replacing x by minus x will give you the same term. So whenever you have the even powers, obviously it will be the even function. So in this case I can apply the property. So but I want the value for integral 0 to infinity, so this 2 will be divided over here. So I take this as 1 by 2. This 2 will not be written over here. 0 to infinity will be 1 by 2 times minus infinity to infinity, and that is how that will be simplified. That will be our original question. So do not forget in the last to multiply it by 1 by 2. So take this as f of z 1 upon 1 plus z square whole square, which is equation number 1. I told you that these sentences are to be written in every example. Consider the integration f of z over closed contour C consisting of real axis from minus r to r, then semicircle CR mod z equal to r of large radius r tending to infinity in upper half plane. So integral over this is written as, but ये x में अभी तक नहीं हुआ है. Along the real axis z is equal to x, dz is equal to dx, r tending to infinity. This second integral will turn out to be 0. This question will be our original example. ओके, बट ये हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई होगा आखिरी में. अभी अपन क्या निकाल रहे हैं? इंटीग्रल माइनस इंफिनिटी टू इंफिनिटी का वैल्यू. But in the last, my original question contains 0 to infinity. So accordingly, I will be calculating the value by multiplying 1 by 2. What are the poles here? 1 plus z square ka whole square equal to 0 means it will be pole of order 2. Our original formula of limit which will be applicable. So z is equal to plus minus I, but only upper half plane वाले poles लेना है तो plus I आएगा, because we have the semicircle and poles to be considered only upper half plane. So 0,1 somewhere here lie करेगा. Fine. So 0, minus 1 we will not be considering because it lies below. Residue at simple pole नहीं है. Residue at pole z equal to I of order 2. So of order 2 होने के कारण we will be using this formula limit z tending to I d by dz. इसको simplify करो. z square plus 1 को factorize कैसे करोगे? देखो, z square plus 1 equal to 0. Z square minus of minus 1 equal to 0, and this is z square minus I square equal to 0. What is a square minus b square? A plus b, a minus b. तो क्या फैक्टर्स आए? a z minus I, z plus I. होल स्क्वायर था तो उनके भी स्क्वायर कर दिए. इज इट ओके? इज दिस स्टेप क्लियर? Z square plus 1 equal to 0. Z square minus of minus 1 equal to 0. What is minus 1? I square. So Z plus I, Z minus I equal to 0. But pole was of order 2. So everywhere it becomes square. Take the derivative once and simplify. Your answer is 1 upon 4i. Limit z tending to I minus 2 upon this value. 2 cube is 8. Clear? By Cauchy residue theorem, integral over closed curve C f of z dz will be 2 pi I into 1 upon 4i. Pi will be there, 2 will be reduced, I gets cancelled, answer is pi by 2. But this is for minus infinity to infinity. Our question is 0 to infinity. So multiply that answer by half. So pi by 2 into half becomes pi by 4. Is it okay? Any doubt in this? Any difficulty? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, minus infinity to infinity, x square minus x plus 2 upon x to the power 4 plus 10x square plus 9. Degree of denominator is greater than degree of numerator at least by 2. Limits of integration are minus infinity to infinity. Everything is directly given. Convert it into z. इंटीग्रेशन वाला ये सेंटेंस लिखना है, दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करोगे. Along real axis it is z equal to x. Further you take r tending to infinity. Large radius के लिए second integral is always converted to 0. First integral is converted to x because we take z is equal to x. This is your f of z. Put this equation into the calculator. You get the factors as this. उनके पोल्स जो आएंगे वो आएंगे प्लस माइनस आई प्लस माइनस 3i. But I will take only plus I and plus 3i because they lie in the upper half plane of the closed contour. Calculation of residue of simple pole, take the derivative of the denominator, numerator as it is, put the value. I square is minus 1, z cube, it will become I cube is minus I. So one of the term or one of the residue, we get this as 1 minus I upon 16i. Residue at simple pole z is equal to 3i. Put the value, you get the answer as 7 plus 3i upon 48i. Sum of the residues, take the LCM, simplify it. Your answer is 5 by 24i. By Cauchy residue theorem, 2 pi I into this value, your answer will be 5 pi by 12. This question and solution is with you, already shared with you in the PDF notes form. So logic is clear of solving the example. Is it okay? Or any doubt? Is anybody having difficulty? Are you there or not? Everybody is logged in or not?
Yes, sir.
Saksham, Abhijit, Akash Ponikar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Digmandar, Darshan, Chanakya. Any doubt? Any difficulty? सब क्लियर है बेटा? Did you all go through? Prajesh? Okay. Next, subtype of this integral, contour integration, is integral of the type. See, contour integration around semicircle में अपना क्या था? F of x. F of x was to be the rational algebraic function phi of x upon psi of x, where what was the condition? degree of numerator should be less than the degree of denominator at least by 2. But other type of this semicircular contour, that is integral of the type around semicircle, it will be minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, but it will be multiplied by either cos ax or sin ax. Means it will have one of the term in the numerator as इंटीग्रल के अंदर में साइन या कॉस होगा. अभी हाउ टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस? सी हियर देन द कंडीशन or for the identification point or condition for checking whether the degree of numerator or denominator is less or greater, that will be null and void now, because you cannot compare, because in the numerator there is no guarantee that it will be algebraic term. Here they are simply saying that it will be multiplied by certain trigonometric term, either sin ax or cos ax. Okay, so in such case that condition is nullified. So take one example how it is to be simplified. See, cos ax can also be converted into exponential form because it is real part. E to the power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So real part of this e to the power I theta is cos theta. Imaginary part of this sin theta will be imaginary part of e to the power I theta will be sin theta. Real part of e to the power I theta will be cos theta. So what I will do, I will convert this cosine and sine term into exponential term by taking real part or the imaginary part appropriately. Now here also the condition is limits should be minus infinity to infinity. But in such question where the limits are 0 to infinity, we need to apply the property of definite integration, which is applicable for even function. Cos is also even function because replacing x by minus x in cosine will give you cos only as answer. Square is always even function, so x square replacing x by minus x, you get answer as x square. Replacing x by minus x in the second term, you get the answer as x square. So function remains unchanged. So in such case, hardly we need to multiply in the last the original final answer by 1 by 2 so as to fulfill the condition for minus infinity to infinity, because initially we had the limits as 0 to infinity. In the meantime we will be solving it for minus infinity to infinity. So at the end, for the original question, we have to multiply complete term or the answer for answer by 1 by 2. So I told you cos x is the real part. Cos x plus I sin x will be e to the power ix. It will be e to the power I x. So z में इसको convert करना है तो cos z का value क्या होगा? Real part of e to the power iz. So our f of z is real part of e to the power iz, which is representing cos z. Denominator में z square plus 1 into z square plus 4. So consider the integration of f of z along closed contour consisting of real axis from minus r to r, semicircle CR of large radius in the upper half of the plane. So e to the power iz dz upon this value will be splitted as minus r to r plus second integral, but along real axis z is equal to x. Further, r tends to infinity, so second integral becomes 0. E to the power ix upon this value is your original f of z. Now poles of f of z are given by z is equal to plus minus I, z is equal to plus minus 2i, but we consider the poles only which lies in the upper half plane. So we consider z is equal to I, z is equal to 2i. Calculate the poles. This answer is e to the power minus 1 upon 6i. Z is equal to 2i is another pole. Its answer is e to the power minus 2 upon minus 12i. Sum of the residues of both the poles is this, multiplied by 2 pi I, but this is integral minus infinity to infinity. Again, whatever will be the answer, it is real part of this. उसको सिंप्लीफाई करो और किससे आखिरी में मल्टीप्लाई करना है, हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, ताकि आपको किसका आंसर मिलेगा, 0 to infinity का आंसर मिलेगा. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? ये समझा है सभी को? क्या किया है? इज इट ओके? सो व्हाट वाज द चेंज हियर? न्यूमरेटर में जो cos x है या sin x है उसको लिखना है for cos x real part of e to the power I x. Whatever term will be trigonometric sin term, it is imaginary part of that. So अगर ये क्वेश्चन में रहता cos 2x, here it is cos x, or in general I tell you about cos ax. So e to the power I ax is sin is cos ax plus I times sin ax. E to the power I ax is equal to cos ax plus I times sin ax. Whenever it will be minus, it is e to the power minus I ax, and instead of plus it will be minus. So here what is value for a? 1. Therefore it becomes e to the power ix only. Real part of e to the power ix is cos x. Imaginary part किसके लिए लिखा जाएगा? Sin के लिए लिखा जाएगा. So accordingly, this is by Cauchy residue theorem. Real part of this quantity and answer. Is this point okay? बोलिए बेटा, सब ठीक है? Is this clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, the last example. Evaluate 0 to infinity x sin x dx upon x square plus a square by contour integration. Now here again the limits of integration are 0 to infinity. So I have to convert them, or I will calculate it for minus infinity to infinity. But here I need to check whether this is even function or odd function. See, denominator contains x square. So replacing x by minus x will become it will give you answer as simply x square. But in the numerator, these both functions are odd function. Replacing x by minus x will give you minus x. Replacing x by minus x will give you sine of minus x. But sine of minus x क्या देता है बेटा आंसर? Minus sin x. So minus into minus क्या हो रहा है? Plus. यानी ultimately what answer I am going to get? I am going to get the answer as x into sin x. That means this denominator will be also as it is. Replacing x by minus x in the numerator is ultimate result. It is giving you as x into sin x, which is simply the original question. So odd function into odd function gives you answer as even function. So for this particular quantity, I can apply this rule of even function by splitting it into 2 times. I hope this is clear. अभी तक cos आता था, square term आते थे, so cosine is always even, square term is also even. Here it is giving you x as well as sin x. Both are odd functions, but combined together the product gives you even function. So, but what is sin x beta? Sin x is nothing but imaginary part of e to the power iz. x के जगह z लिखना है, sin x के जगह imaginary part of e to the power iz लिखना है. ip of ये जो imaginary part of है इसको carry forward करते जाएंगे. So our question becomes now z into imaginary part of whatever will be the answer, उसका क्या लेना है? Imaginary part लेना है. So z into e to the power iz upon z square plus a square. Consider the integral of f of z along closed contour C, real axis from minus r to r, semicircle of large radius in upper half plane. दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होगा, रियल एक्सिस लेंगे z is equal to x, r tending to infinity, ये x में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन f ऑफ z, पोल्स निकालेंगे तो z स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 0 का आंसर है z इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस ai, अपर हाफ प्लेन में ओनली सिंपल पोल z इज इक्वल टू ai, टेक द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ द डिनोमिनेटर, पुट द वैल्यू, आंसर मिलेगा हाफ इंटू e टू द पावर माइनस a, इवैल्यूएट बाय कॉची रेसिड्यू थ्योरम 2 pi I into half e to the power minus a, आंसर बन गया pi I e to the power minus a, but this integral is imaginary part of this value, so imaginary part of this value में क्या होता है, आपको फाइनल आंसर ये लिखा है, सी हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, दिस इज pi I e to the power a as the answer, e to the power minus a. We have calculated the value for minus infinity to infinity, but our requirement is for 0 to infinity, तो इसको हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, but this is your one complex number 0 plus I into pi by 2 e to the power minus a. What is the real part of this complex number? 0. What is imaginary part of this complex number? Pi by 2 e to the power minus a. So what is your final answer? Your final answer is pi by 2 e to the power minus a, and that is how we simplify and get the answer. Is the last step clear? Original question ka, because original question contains 0 to infinity, we have calculated the value for minus infinity to infinity, and therefore imaginary part is also coefficient of I. इमेजिनरी पार्ट में I नहीं लिखना है, इमेजिनरी पार्ट इज कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ I, द टर्म which is free from I is real part. That is how we have to simplify and get the answer. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.